Welcome back, Benchwarmers. The AFC has come down to the 4 division winners.
The Chiefs are looking to make their 7th straight AFC title game, or as some may call it, the Arrowhead Invitational, as they host the Texans.
And we get the battle of the 2 MVP frontrunners, Josh versus Lamar.
Are you ready for some football? I'm Brendan, anybody but Buffalo.
I'm Corey, rooting for King Henry, and this is Our View from the Bench.
Before we get started, if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss any one of the new episodes.
And also, if you could please do us the favor, if you like what you see here, please don't forget to smash that like button.
Smash it for us. Come on, it's free. It's free for you. It's free for us. Helps out the channel a lot more than you probably think.
Hell yeah.
Well, Corey, Wild Card weekend is past. Every time we do one of these episodes, it makes me more sad. NFL is my favorite. And as the games dwindle, they do get more important and more interesting. But it also means the end of the season. Yep. Did you enjoy Wild Card weekend?
Actually, I really did. It was nice. I didn't have to work this weekend, so I was able to watch a lot of it. And Monday Night Football was, they weren't all necessarily great games, I guess.
True, yeah.
Sunday night one, which is what I thought was going to happen, it came down the wire, and that Washington-Tampa game was nice.
Yes, honestly, that was a crazy one. We'll talk about that one in the NFC one, but we're going to start here as an AFC breakdown. Let's quickly go over some of the notes that we have from Wild Card weekend. We obviously predicted it. If you haven't seen it, you can go check out the episode. That way you know that what we predicted, we actually predicted before the game, not just, whatever. You want to start me off with one of the biggest notes that you've got this weekend?
The big one is the Chargers just charging again, like always, man. This was the year. Harbaugh was there, changing the culture. Herbert had his best year and threw like 3 interceptions all year, but then decided to throw 4 in this game. I don't know what else the Chargers can do. I guess it's just like the first step in the process of changing the culture. You can't go from complete shit to winning the Super Bowl, I guess. So
no. But to your point, I think the expectations were higher than just make the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think they were AFC Championship or even Super Bowl, kind of like we were saying, but win one, right?
Yeah, but and I was going to say, at least they didn't blow a game like they did against Jacksonville, but I don't know if this is worse or not because it's just you never even had a chance.
Not really.
Like, from the get-go, they struggled the entire day. Houston made them look bad. And then they blocked the extra point and run it back for a couple. It just... Again, Chargers charging, man, doing their thing.
Yeah. The fact that he threw more interceptions in one game than he did in 17 games. I don't know if he played all 17, but let's just say he did. That's insane. Like 4-3 and 1-17 is this just Chargers charging for sure. The Ravens kind of ran all over the Steelers just like they did in their final regular season matchup. I think that was week 17 or so. So they look really good rolling into the next round as well. Playing Buffalo, who kind of beat on the Broncos. You see anything out of them?
Well, the Broncos came out, got that first touchdown, got the lead, and I think it made themselves feel a little big-headed. And then Buffalo came and scored, I think, the next 20, and then they missed the...
It's like 28, I think it was.
Yeah, but they missed the field goal at half to tie it, make it 10-10. Denver did, so that kind of would have been momentum. And then Buffalo just was like, oh, we got to actually like play it right now and finish this game, and then it was over. But if anything, Bo Nix and the Broncos like made a step in the right direction in the process of like becoming from nothing to something. Like he might actually pan out with Peyton. They might have, actually found something there, and now they have some time to like build on what they've started. And if anything, Bo Nix is only going to get better because Peyton is technically probably the offensive guy as well, not maybe the coordinator, but running the offense. So they're only going to get better the longer they are together as a duo. So I'm excited to see what the Broncos can do.
Yeah, something I never thought I'd hear you say.
I'm not like rooting for them, but
I know what you mean. It's cool to see people thrive like that. I get what you're saying. Yeah. So we basically kind of round out the AFC. The one that we got wrong, which I think it was more like in our hearts a little bit, kind of hoping to break the Charger curse. I know neither of us are really Chargers fans, but being in LA, from LA, I know they're partially San Diego, but they're here now. Kind of like a little bit was like, oh, come on, they could do this one. And that was the only one we got wrong. So Corey and I both 2-1 in the AFC for the wild card round, at least. Kind of easy ones, though, taking Buffalo and the Baltimore. But I'll take it. So we move on then to the games this weekend. Division round. Like you said, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got the division winners making it. Almost actually happened again in the NFC, but doink that one out of the way. So we've got The Texans, which is so weird, bro. Why? I can't believe that I get that it's the Texans, but it's so weird to me that they put the Chiefs on a Saturday, the first Saturday game.
Well, I have to think that window of the 4 games this weekend are probably the lowest ratings, so they figure if they throw the Chiefs in there, more likely. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, well, I'll take that one. We just so we all know, I know we say this every time, but legitimately this time, Corey and I fill this out separately. So much so, I even showed Corey because he put the score, because we're gonna tell you scores and stuff. I wrote this on my whiteboard at work a couple days ago, and we're still freaking the same. So, Corey, how do you see this one kind of shaking out a little bit? What are the Texans giving up? What are the Chiefs giving up? Who's bending?
Well, I think that the Chiefs, again, having the time off. I know Mahomes' wife had their 3rd kid, so he's
congratulations.
Congrats. They've had time to, kind of get that situated. Now he's had time to get ready for this opponent. But I think the biggest thing is Spagnuolo is having an extra week and time to prepare as the defensive coordinator. And I think that the defense is Stroud has been good this year, but it hasn't been what he did the year before as a rookie. He's kind of in a sophomore slump. And I think going against the Chiefs defense is not the best thing for him. So I have a feeling Mahomes might not have to do very much, but I still think the Chiefs are going to get the win.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with you. I think that Mahomes, what is it? He's 6-0 in the divisional round.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous.
What's crazy, I saw this other weird stat. So this year, what is it? I think it's in the playoffs. I don't know what it was. I don't remember the stat. Now I'm kind of irritated I even brought it up. Games that start at 4:25 or 4:30 Eastern, he is 0-2. All other games, he's like 11-0. I think it's like recent playoff starts or something like that. So the fact that this is Saturday at 4:30 is like the only thing that has something to do with the possibility of the Chiefs blowing it, because this would be the biggest probably collapse you would see. They secure everything week 17, sit everybody week 18. Huge favorites going in, 8.5 points here just to blow it to the team. A lot of people thought we're going to lose in the first round. Ooh.
Yeah,
that would not look good.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. And Andy Reid off bye weeks is like some crazy.
Damn near impossible.
Yeah. So in a playoff game on top of that, and against the Texans, they're good. They were in the playoffs last year with a young team as far as the coach and the quarterback when they've grown. But being in the AFC South, they were able to get in because the AFC South sucked as a fan of the Titans, I know. But now I'm just like, and the other thing too is at this point, I can't go against Mahomes. It's like going against Brady in his time. It's just until I see 0-0 on the clock and the Chiefs are losers, I just can't see it happening. I'm not going to pick against them.
Yeah, I can see that. That's for sure. One of the most recent memories, let me put it that way, was what was it? Was it 20? When they were because they played each other recently in the playoffs. I forgot which one it was. I think it was the 2020 divisional round or something like that.
It was the year the Chiefs won their first championship because they did it against the Texans, and then the next week in the AFC title game, the Titans were up 14-0, and then
they did it again.
Yeah,
they were up 24-0. Ended up losing that game 51-31.
Yeah.
So they scored one more touchdown after going up 24-0. While the Chiefs rattled off 51 points.
Not only do I know because of the Titans, but I was lucky enough, my coworker Tim and I, he's from the Bay Area and a Niners fan. He got tickets to the Niners.
Oh, that's that game
for the year title game. And so before the game, they do this all-you-can-eat thing at the theme park next door. So we went, and the Titans game was on, and I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, they're up 14-0. Hey Tim, if it's Titans Niners in the Super Bowl, we're going to Miami. We're gonna make it happen. And then by the time we got into the stadium, I was like, all right, well, you're going to Miami by yourself with the Niners.
Have fun, bro. I'll take you to the airport.
Oh God.
Okay, well, since we both kind of have this shaking out literally exactly the same way. Again, I have picture proof. I picked this days ahead. We both have Kansas City taking this one, but we do have it being low scoring. They haven't surpassed 31 points at all this season. They've matched 30, I think, twice. We both have it 24-13 Chiefs.
Yep. I think it might even be a defensive touchdown in there. I don't necessarily think the offense is going to be what gets the
3 touchdowns worth. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it could be like a touchdown on defense. Maybe there's a punt return or an interception fumble, and then there's short field. But I don't think the offense is going to come out explosive because it hasn't, like you said, hasn't been very good all year.
Nah, I think they're also going to save. I don't know if they do this on purpose, but from an outside perspective, I do feel like they do this on purpose. And like, just they don't need to run hard, difficult, crazy, tricky plays. They just need to run their standard plays, and their standard plays will work. So they're not going to take out the crazy stuff. They're going to save that for the conference chat against either Buffalo or Baltimore, and then obviously the Super Bowl. Not that they're not worried about the Texans. I don't feel like they're one of those teams that overlooks opponents. But I don't think they're going to be real. To your point, I don't think they're pulling out all the tricks to try to make sure they're. I mean, if they have to, if something goes crazy and they're down, then they will. But I think they should be okay.
Yep, I agree.
Moving on then to the Sunday afternoon. I wish they could have just made this like a night game, but whatever. Sunday afternoon game. Ravens Bills in Buffalo. Now, they've obviously played each other once this year. What was it, like weeks 12, 6, 8? Something like that. Towards early in the season.
Yeah.
And it was a rout, but that was also in Baltimore, 35-10. The Ravens have to stick with the same exact game plan now. Run the ball.
I mean, yeah, so I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like. I haven't heard anything about it being a snow game or anything. So regardless, if you're the Ravens, you run the ball. That's what King Henry is there for. And if you have hits not working, then hopefully maybe some play action and Lamar can get something going. But man, this is exactly what I mean. If the NFL is getting exactly what they want the MVP candidates both in the AFC title game, but they're going to get one of them there regardless, going against hopefully Mahomes. So I don't know. This is one I kind of went back and forth of like who I think can actually pull it off, and I think Buffalo being at home gives them like the slight advantage this time, to be honest.
Currently, it shows 39 degrees on Saturday with 95% chance of precipitation. So that's like basically snow. Okay. And then Sunday, it will be 22.
Oh,
now Maryland's kind of cold too. Maybe not as cold as Northern Buffalo, but it's still pretty cold. And Lamar's not going to be. It's not like Tua.
No, for sure. I mean, he plays in the AFC North. They go to Pittsburgh,
Cleveland, Cincy. Yeah.
They play outdoors.
All outdoor stadiums. Yeah.
Ooh, it's going to be such a good matchup, but I do have Buffalo literally edging it out because they're at home. That's the only reason I went with Buffalo.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of with you. As much as I'm not rooting for this at all, you know from my moniker at the beginning, anybody but Buffalo. Unfortunately, though, it's kind of one of those things. Play the same team twice, and you got the crap beat out of you the first time. Not only is this obviously a more important game being at the divisional round, but you want that revenge too. So I've got it 31-27. I know a lot of these playoffs have been really low scoring. Every single one except one was under last week, which was, I forgot, I think it was the first game. Whoever the first game was, that was the only one that hit the over. And by 1 point, every single other team was under. I don't know what it is about this one. I know the Ravens defense has been doing well lately. I think number one ranked in the NFL, but Buffalo isn't. So I do think some points are going to be scored. 31-27 Bills.
All right. Well, I've got it 27-20 Buffalo. I think it might be either Josh Allen gets a last-minute drive at the end of the game to get to 27-20, or Baltimore has a chance at the end and somehow screws it up in the last.
To tie it and blow. Yeah, maybe like an Isaiah Likely toenail on the end zone.
Something crazy. I don't know. But if that's the main night game of Sunday, so I know CBS is probably stoked for it.
Yeah, it should be good. It honestly should be good. So before we wrap it up, you can kind of see in my little background here. Obviously, we're from the LA area. Just kind of sending thoughts and prayers out to everybody who's been affected by the fires here. It is insane. Luckily, I'm safe. Corey is way far away, so he's been fine. I am close-ish. I'm on the same mountain range, but down the mountain a little bit. I can't afford LA prices, so I'm a little outside of that. So, but thoughts and prayers for everybody there. Honestly, just props to all the first responders who have been trying to do literally everything they can with whatever they don't have to kind of get this all taken care of. So, just anything, Corey, you want to say about that kind of stuff?
No, just like you said, LA strong. And if you guys want, you can go to fanatics.com. I think they're selling a shirt for every team in different sports, and all the proceeds are going back to helping everybody in LA try to get through all this. So, like you said, just happy that we're safe, and hopefully all the people that have lost what they needed can get some kind of closure and kind of start to rebuild their lives as the best they can.
Yep. Couldn't have said it any better. So let us know down in the comments below whether or not you think we're right, or if you've got something better. Give us the spread too. Check this out. I think I want to do something, Corey.
Uh-oh.
Give us a comment down below. If you can guess the score within like Corey did for another episode, we'll kind of bring that up. Within a point or two. we'll send you some hats. We'll DM you on Instagram, put it on our Instagram. Let us know. We'll send you this hat. I mean, it's not it's the coolest hat I own, but maybe you have other cool, but this could add to your collection. Nice little hat, little, what are these called in the back? Snapback. That's what it's called. Little snapback. So if you get close, let us know in the comments. We'll send you a hat. We'll DM it or DM us, and then we can we get you that. So
yeah, hit us up at RVUFTB on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, like Brendan said, let us know if you think who's going to win. How are you guys feeling about going into the divisional round? Is your team still alive, or are you just watching football to watch football?
Just like us. Exactly. Well, appreciate everybody stopping by. Thank you as always for seeing things from our view from the bench. I'm Brendan.
I'm Corey. Like we always say, enjoy the sports until we talk again.
Peace.
This was a Sycamore Fourth Studios production.